Hi, friends. My name is Paige.
I'm Morgan.
And this is
Girl Manufactured.
Listen or cringe along with us as we look back at music from the it girls, wannabes, and victims of the tween idol industrial complex.
Which icons broke the mold, and which sitcom starlets turned forgotten pop stars still deserve their flowers?
Our credentials: we're two queer millennials who were raised on aughts Disney, Nickelodeon, and MTV.
I work in communications now, but I'm a graduate of a performing arts high school and a recovering singer-songwriter.
And I'm a creative writer and professional advertising demon.
Today on Girl Manufactured, we're discussing Kiss and Tell by
Selena Gomez. And The Scene.
And The Scene.
Can't forget The Scene.
Can't forget The Scene. So, Kiss and Tell is the debut studio album by Selena Gomez and The Scene. And it was released on September 29th, 2009. It's mainly pop rock and electronic rock. And some old friends that we've seen before helped produce the album. Rock Mafia, they helped produce 2 tracks specifically. And then Gina Shock, who's the drummer for the Go-Go's, also worked on the album.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so like a blend of new and old.
And can you remind me and listeners of what Rock Mafia has produced? Like, what are some... I know they've done a lot. Like, have they done Katy Perry? We've talked about it in season 1.
So Rock Mafia has produced for the Hannah Montana soundtrack, Miley Cyrus.
Wow, best of both worlds.
Yes. Demi Lovato. They also produced for Ally and AJ, Vanessa Hudgens.
Well, for Vanessa Hudgens, isn't it impressive?
Yeah. So
listen to our first episode ever about Vanessa Hudgens Identified to get our opinions on that album.
So specifically Sneaker Night is what kicked it all off. But yeah, that's
Sneaker Night.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the album we're talking about today. But first, we have to talk about how Selena rose to fame.
Yes. Selena Marie Gomez was born in Texas on July 22nd, 1992. So a Cancer Leo cusp.
Oh.
And a year and 5 days older than me. She's an American singer, obviously, actress, producer, and entrepreneur.
Ooh.
Or businesswoman. Is there a difference? I'm pulling this from Wikipedia, guys. But she's best known for playing Alex Russo on
Wizards of Waverly Place.
That sounds nothing like the theme song.
Whatever.
But she was on Wizards from 2007 to 2012.
Yes, and breaking news.
There's a reboot.
Ooh.
I mean, by breaking news, we mean it came in mid-January. It's not quite breaking, but pretty recent. Did you watch Wizards of Waverly Place?
Never saw it.
I used to watch it. I enjoyed it.
I heard it was good.
It was good. She really got like the sarcastic attitude and the comedic timing down pretty well.
Yeah, definitely a better actor than our girl Demi.
Demi has the better vocals,
but not the better acting.
But Selena has the better acting.
How was she discovered?
Since the time she could talk, Selena would put on skits for her family. Said some random article that I can't say.
I would do shit like that, but nothing panned out for me.
Right? Did you have people do introducing?
No, I didn't. I needed no introduction.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's star power.
Yeah, I would just say, after dinner, I'm doing a show. And my family would show up in the living room. And I would do a show. I would either reenact something I saw, or I would, like,
so cute,
sing songs that weren't my own.
You need to be in the mall at the right food court at the right time with the right people around you. For someone to say, that kid right there! A star!
I guess so.
She also appeared in various pageants. And her first acting gig was, you should know this, from
Barney.
our Demi episode. Yeah, Barney
right.
and Friends with Demi, 2002 to 2004. And apparently she was very shy back then. She didn't know what camera right was. She didn't know what blocking was. She said, I learned everything from Barney.
Oh, all of us learned a lot from Barney.
We did. Barney and Friends taught us life lessons. She also, 2003, was in Spy Kids 3D. Game Over.
No, I remember seeing that movie because I remember the glasses.
Wait, so that means Emily Osment and her were in this. She was in a TV movie Walker, Texas Ranger, Trial by Fire
What the
in 2005. And in 2006, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. She made some appearances.
Oh.
Yeah, these were all like appearances and things, right?
Okay.
But her first recurring role was on Hannah Montana in 2007.
Oh, wait, was she like the enemy pop singer?
Yes, Michaela. So this got her foot in the door at Disney, right?
Mm-hmm.
And well, like I said, there was Sweet Life and Zach and Cody, but this is where she's really like, okay, this girl has a lot of potential. And she filmed pilot episodes for 2 different Disney Channel series, neither that made it, as far as I know. There was a Sweet Life spinoff titled Arwen. Never heard of that one, but the second was a Lizzie McGuire spinoff titled What's Stevie Thinking, which we mentioned in our little late episode in season 1. Because she was going to be in that. So, of course, Selena and her mom move to LA, as you do when you have your big break.
Yep.
Because now is when she's playing Alex Russo in Wizards.
Amazing.
In 2008, at 16, she starred in the musical comedy film Another Cinderella Story.
I've never saw that.
I don't think I've ever seen it either. I saw clips of it, though, because I was trying to find information on it. And we might have to watch it because Jane Lynch is in it.
What?
And her character seems hilarious.
Oh, as every Jane Lynch character
right?
is.
I feel like it's just going to be a campy movie, and I'm down for that. We should probably watch it.
Okay.
And Selena contributed multiple songs to the soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Tell Me Something I Don't Know. Was that one?
Yep.
Yes. That was her first entry to the U.S. Billboard Hot 100.
Mm-hmm.
And the music video premiered on TRL.
Man.
Back when things would premiere on TRL. R.I.P. How do things premiere now? I guess just like internet drops. Yeah. And in 2008, she also signed a recording contract with Hollywood Records, aka Disney, and then formed her own production company, July Moon Production.
July
Moon. She was born in July.
Yeah, she must love like zodiac stuff. So tell me, like, what else was going on at the time that this album is released?
The cultural context. We've mentioned this before. I forget which episode, but I gotta bring it up again. That Kanye West interrupts Taylor Swift during her VMA Video of the Year acceptance speech. Oh, what did he say again? What's like his famous thing that he said? Oh, I'm gonna let you finish. And that was September 13th. So that's like so freaking fresh in people's minds.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Allen was the reigning American Idol.
But my God.
But let's be real, Adam Lambert was the real winner.
I totally forgot about Chris.
Top 3 on the Billboard. Number 1, I Got a Feeling, Black Eyed Peas. 2, Down, Jay Sean, featuring Lil Wayne. And number 3, think of what other Disney star was putting songs out at this time.
Miley Cyrus.
Yep. I think her most iconic song.
Party in the USA.
Yes.
Easy. All right, that's interesting to know, like, how Miley was just killing it and, like, Selena's album I think only one single maybe made into, like, the top 50, maybe, if I'm remembering right. But just interesting to see, like, how much better Miley was.
I think I'll talk about this in a later episode, but there was manufactured beef between Selena and Miley. So now you're just pitting people against each other because they were talked about how the media, how the media pits them against each other. You're the media right now.
We're technically the media.
Exactly. So wow, why do you got to bring 2 women and make them clash and bring one of them down to raise the other up? Let's unpack that some other time. But it was when all the Disney stars were making like their vlogs in iMovie, and there was the Demi and Selena, just like their BFF vlogs, and Miley Cyrus made fun of it with one of her friends, like kind of mocking them, like there 2 of them up at the camera. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is what the beef stemmed from. And I hope I'm not getting things out of order. But in 2008, Selena Gomez did star in the Jonas Brothers Burnin' Up music video.
Oh.
Yeah, and so her and Nick Jonas
Didn't they have
dated
a
really
thing?
briefly.
Yeah, knew it.
And Miley, I guess, also liked them and they were friends. And but people apparently exaggerated it. What I don't understand is, even though it was nothing, in 2014, obviously years later, and I don't know if it was as a joke in reference to this, probably, she threw a cardboard cutout of Selena during a performance. Isn't that hilarious?
Amazing.
That's so aggressive. But I'm like, to do that and have them be like, yeah, we don't have any. I'm like, that must have been a joke.
But also, Miley was beefing with everyone.
Miley was beefing with everyone.
The whole Nicki Minaj thing. Miley, what's good?
Oh my God, I forgot. I can't wait to cover Miley. She's just me and Miley. Oh.
What a time.
But then later, sorry, one more thing. They become friends. And lately, Kylie and Kendall Jenner, or more recently at least, and then I think even Hailey Bieber and just their little clique, were body shaming Selena and making mean comments about her. Okay.
That's low.
And Miley saw Kendall at a Versace after party and bitched her out basically and was like, you're an asshole, you're a bully. I don't know exactly what she said, but it was enough to bring Kendall to tears publicly.
I love that.
I love it.
Why are you bothering a woman who has a chronic illness? Leave her alone.
I know. It's
was it in reference to her lupus? What was it about?
I think probably her being unattractive.
Okay, she's one of the top followed Instagram
I think this
celebrities on Instagram.
This scandal might have been what this scandal might have been what made her the most followed person on Instagram.
Oh, people are fuck y'all, we're gonna follow her.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. Again, I clearly don't have these notes sorted out great, but you know the plot.
Yeah.
It ends with a happy ending with Kendall Jenner crying.
I love
thanks
it.
to Miley. Cover girls of September 2009.
Oh, shit.
In Style had Vanessa Hudgens.
No.
Baby V.
Baby V.
Cosmo was Kristen Bell.
Uh-huh.
Teen Vogue, because of Gossip Girl, was Taylor Momsen.
Interesting.
And headlines for the tabloid In Touch included Octomom slams Kate Gosselin.
Oh my God. Remember when Kate Gosling and Octomom were relevant?
Yes. But now, fuck that cunt, Kate Gosselin. And she deserves to be called a cunt. She was an abuser. Remember the kid came out about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone was anti-John, oh, John's got a new girl. Oh, he's being a bad boy riding a motorcycle.
I'm like, he's having a midlife crisis.
He's probably depressed.
And yeah, he's a douche.
Yes.
He's a fucking douche. But she's an abuser.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I mean, Octomom is not well either.
No. Oh.
And then the other tabloid headline in the same cover was Katie looks miserable.
Okay, Holmes.
Yes, with Tom Cruise. Before they got divorced.
Oh man.
Sorry, I was like, we can't move on before I name the
Can you imagine just
headlines
being Katie Holmes and being like, fuck, you guys are right.
Right? Well, who came first? Was Nicole Kidman was before him. Did she not see the rejoicing Nicole Kidman post-divorce? Yeah, she's in the street, smiling. You'd think she
It's like she just walked into that movie theater for the first time. And she's got her AMC popcorn.
It was movie magic.
We come here.
No, it's just a sad photo of her in sunglasses and the paparazzi catching her fumbling with the fucking baby. Right? They had a baby.
Oh, they did.
Siri?
Surrey.
Surrey.
Something like that.
Surrey. Yeah,
kind of like Siri, but Surrey.
Yeah, because
Surrey
it was
or something.
It was something English.
What a time to put an album out.
Seriously, you're competing with Octomom out here.
So Gomez worked on the project for over a year. Apparently, over 100 songs were considered for the album.
Over 100?
Yeah.
Is that normal? I don't know. Maybe
Not
for these
really.
projects, though.
She wanted to make sure that both she and her fans could relate to the material, and so that's why she went through so many tracks.
And she was trying to have a really unique sound.
Yes.
From my understanding.
Yes. So, as you know, it's Selena Gomez and The Scene. She named her band The Scene because a lot of people are making fun of her, apparently, calling her a wannabe scene.
Rude.
So I thought I could poke fun at that. And then she says, if you can't beat them, join them. I love that. Like, how sassy.
Is that a quote from her?
Yes.
Oh, that's that classic Alex Russo sass.
Yeah, so Gomez held auditions to find members for the band in Burbank, California. Once again, I was not there. But also, they selected, like, 30-year-old dudes. It was, like...
Wait, that's who they ended up going with? Are they really that old?
I felt like they were significantly older than her.
They seemed older than her. They seemed like maybe, like...
Mid-20s. Mid to late 20s.
Because she was 17, so I was 16.
She was a little 15. Baby. But yeah, she was Selena Gomez and The Scene because... Hollywood Records didn't want her to have her own band. Like, they didn't want it to be just the band name. Because
they wanted to attract the audience.
Because on that quote, Selena says, I do have a fan base that knows me as Selena Gomez. So I tried to find a happy medium with the record label. So I went for Selena Gomez and The Scene.
It's smart.
Yeah.
Marketing-wise, it's smart and it sounds cool. I saw... Is that what we were watching together? Them auditioning the band?
Yes.
And they're like, Joan Jett and the Heartbreakers.
Yep.
Tom Petty and the
Joan Jett and
I confused them.
Yeah.
I switched them.
It's all good.
The gummy. You all know what I mean.
But yeah, Gomez describes the album as fun pop rock with a dance beat to it. The album's lyrical themes are, typical teenage topics: love, fame, heartbreak, and freedom. It's literally like copy-paste of Demi Lovato's album, which I believe came out earlier, right? Maybe a year earlier?
So it was a year before this. This does feel very inspired by Demi Lovato.
Yes. Sneak peek. I would say poorly executed. But anyway.
Oh my God! Okay, I'm very curious now to hear your opinions.
And she said, I want my fans to know me a little better after they hear this record.
But she didn't write any of her own songs.
No. And a big inspiration for the album were artists such as Paramore, Fall Out Boy, and Forever the Sickest Kids. I knew the first two. I don't know that last one.
I know the last one, I think.
And what's really cool is while recording the album, Gomez began to learn how to play the guitar and drums, and later began to learn how to play the piano and take vocal lessons. But as Paige mentioned, she only wrote one song on the album, and her reasoning was because she wanted the album to be quote-unquote good.
I like that she was realistic with her skills.
She was self-deprecation.
She was like, I can sing, but I don't know if I'm there yet. Like, let me learn first. Which, respect.
Yeah. The album was a commercial success, within Disney, I guess. It entered the top 10 of the Billboard 200, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is big. The album entered the top 10 of the Billboard 200, and it went on to sell over 900,000 copies, so then it was certified gold.
I was going to ask if that's good, but...
Yeah.
I know gold equal good.
Now, critics, what they thought of Kiss and Tell. Overall, mixed reviews.
Okay.
Some praised the album for its fun nature, while others criticized Gomez's vocal performance.
Oh.
Also, again, the Go-Go's drummer, Gina Schock, her work on the album was highly praised from multiple critics.
I was going to say, I loved the drums.
Yeah.
I loved a lot of the beats.
Yeah. AllMusic described the album as near genius modern pop.
Oh, that's very high praise.
Yeah, which showed off Gomez's light but surprisingly soulful vocals in a near perfect setting. Common Sense Media said the album was a typical tween album, giving clear accounts of common tween concerns like falling in love and following your dreams. And they later labeled it uninspired.
Wow. A lot of inspiring topics with no inspiration behind them.
Entertainment Weekly criticized the album, namely her vocal performance.
Oh.
They said she had no vocal chops and added all the slick production in the world can't erase the "Mom, where's my allowance money?"
Oh my God.
Whine she mistakes for Avril-esque attitude.
Was it a man who wrote this? Did a man say this?
It was a guy. Michael
Of course it's a
Slazak.
guy. Of course it's a guy.
Yeah.
There's a weird misogyny when male reviewers pit women against each other, and they think of them as not even necessarily their music all the time, but just this entire like persona that they expect
like all
women to have.
Yeah,
You don't hear that about male artists.
No, and like they didn't have to say that, "Mom, where's my allowance money?" Like they could have just said, compared to her contemporaries, she's not as strong vocally.
Yeah, exactly.
It's true.
Because
Like
you know what, you're
to...
right, because you could call out other artists, I think, but the way they do it,
Yeah,
as you're
it's
saying,
very like it's very demeaning.
Yeah. It's like you're getting a kick out of
Yeah.
bringing this girl down.
Yes.
That's the vibe.
Yes.
Because I'm like, if you're going to be an honest music reviewer, you can keep the audience in mind, like how some are like, for some, it's just fun music and it's fine, whatever. But when you're doing this, it's like you're having you're seeking like this weird, sick thrill of allowance money.
Yeah.
Little girls, teen girls are so stupid and bratty.
Digital Spy gave a negative review of the album, saying many of the songs come off as saccharine, forgettable, Miley Cyrus / Avril Lavigne / Pink hybrids.
Well,
with that, let's get into Kiss and Tell. And we actually start off with the title track, Kiss and Tell. It's a number backed by punkish guitars, hand claps, and shouts of "hey," staples of any.
I love the girl
any
band.
pop rock.
Hey!
Yeah,
I loved it.
Yeah, you liked it?
Are you gonna be like, I hated it?
I thought the song was okay, but I will say I don't have any nostalgia toward the album.
I don't have nostalgia with this song.
Okay, so I'm listening to like it in today's standards and whatnot, and
I thought it was the drums I thought were delicious.
Yeah.
And the electric guitar, like it was all right out the gate. Like if you listen to it, it's like, oh, this is the first song I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it catches your attention.
Yeah, that's fair. Someone on YouTube commented, "Bro, I felt so badass singing and dancing to this in my room when I was 6. Someone else said, "My 8-year-old self is quaking."
It's so funny because I'm like, oh, these are like my sister, my Sib Lee,
Yeah.
right? Because
how old are we?
I was 16, she was 17, and you were 15.
Yeah. And your sister would have been to 11?
10.
10.
We're 6 years apart.
That then brings us into I Won't Apologize. It's like an emo pop composition, and this is the only writing credit on the album. A few interesting things. So apparently Gomez wrote it and originally titled it I'm Sorry.
I saw this lore.
And yeah, it was reportedly inspired by her relationship with Nick Jonas. She claimed it would be the first song recorded for the album and would be the only ballad featured. But then it morphed a little bit and became I Won't Apologize.
It is not a ballad anymore.
And it's not a ballad anymore. So, a little more about the background of the song. During a live performance, Gomez said, "I wrote the song because I feel like a lot of people tend to change themselves for, let's be honest, a boy, and that's what I did. And I never make that, and I would never make that mistake again. Sorry I'm not what you wanted me to be, but I'm not going to apologize for who I am." And she later cited...
I wonder what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. She later cited that the song was one of her favorites on the album. So what you think?
I thought it was fine. My favorite part, though, is the little guitar. Wheels. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was fun.
Yeah, it's
noted
probably
that
about
moment.
the only fun thing about the song. I just said it was meh.
Yeah,
It's like okay.
I will say it could lean a little Kelly Clarkson. Not the vocals,
Yeah.
but the song itself. Or
Mhm.
like Everything I'm Not vibes by the Veronicas if
Oh, yeah.
they, you know?
I
So
have a
not
fun
as
fact.
good as
I have a
that.
fun fact later about
Ooh. So not as good as that, but I'm like, okay, I can see it grasping for that feel.
that.
And so I can appreciate it.
Okay, interesting. Then we get into Falling Down, which is the lead single.
Do you remember this bop?
No.
You don't remember this
No.
bop?
No. But apparently, it was a bop. It's an upbeat pop rock and dance pop track. Contains some electric guitars that are mixed with some synths. Gomez said about the song that it's about Hollywood and what people think about it, and essentially how plastic it is sometimes. Remind you of anything? La La Land. That's what I'm saying. It's copy and paste Demi Lovato. Don't forget. Not Don't Forget, like the album. Don't forget.
Yes. Yes.
So Falling Down received widespread critical acclaim. They said it was catchy and called Gomez's vocals sassy, like a sassy vocal delivery. And the song was the first to chart on the Billboard Hot 100, but it only peaked at number 82.
What about on Disney? On Radio Disney, I know they were playing it there.
I mean, that was probably
like
number one.
It's probably like number one.
Yeah.
I remember them playing this during commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the cowbell on the verses.
Did I hear some cowbell?
Yeah, that's cowbell.
You know me, I'm never quite sure about the instruments I'm hearing. I liked the lyrics. Smile is so elastic. Gave me roses, but they're all just made of plastic. But they're all just made of plastic. I want to find the whispers. Let's see if I can find this in here.
What is she saying there?
It's falling down.
Help me, it's falling down, or something like that? That's what it sounded like to me.
Something falling down.
That's funny. So in addition to the cowbell, I loved the bridge of the song with the drums, and guess who produced that song? The Go-Go's drummer.
I loved
Shock. Yeah.
I have another favorite tied with this, but this is definitely one of my favorites.
Okay.
It has that mixture of I think, a good song. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it has the nostalgia element.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't have that nostalgia, but I thought the second time around it sounded good, but yeah.
What'd you think of the video then?
The video was like okay.
Should have had a warning for flashing lights. There were so many lights.
Yeah, so essentially in the music video, it starts off and she's like singing, and then she's in this photo shoot. She's wearing all these different outfits, playing with instruments, using props. And then my favorite part is
the camera.
She holds a mirror and like plastic roses, which she then throws away.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about the mirror, but yes,
Yeah.
the plastic roses, like at the camera.
Yeah, it was very interesting. But she just looks like a baby.
She's so small.
Young.
The fashion,
Mm-hmm.
some standouts here. So many bangles. Layered necklaces too, obviously.
Yeah.
The suede calf-length boots. I felt like that was a thing. And a chevron skirt with like a bright yellow skinny belt. That was quite the look. On YouTube, Adriana Austin 9127 said, "I was so obsessed with this song, I got mad at a boyfriend I never had." Relatable experience.
Well, maybe you can help me with this comment. Someone on YouTube posted the hair, the makeup, the hands, the wardrobe. The hands.
Was she doing like sassy hands?
I looked back and they were just like,
maybe that's
like
what,
stuff
like
like-
pointing.
I don't know. It's like when I think of the hands, I'm like, she's going like what are the hands? Like
One other person said they literally cut their hair to look like Selena's.
oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Next up is I Promise You. It's a mid-tempo soft rock inspired song. Lyrically, the song sees Gomez promising a lover they'll stay together. And I only had one thing to say. Overall, and I said it gives me Liz Phair vibes, but like the Wish version.
Damn. It was fine.
Yeah,
It was fine.
Yeah.
It grew on me a tiny bit after a few listens.
Yeah. Okay, but nothing else to say?
Power of repetition, no.
Okay. All right, now we're moving into Crush, and this apparently was one of Selena's favorite songs on the album. It's a pop-punk song, and some may even say it's emo pop. Ooh, she's want to be seen. And the song's about getting over a former lover. How about this one? Sparks fly when we crush. What other artists talked about?
Fly.
Yeah, there are a lot of sparks flying around this time.
Miranda Cosgrove episode. Go listen to it.
Yes.
I wrote.
I said forgettable.
That's what I'm like searching for. I'm like, what did I write?
Crush was forgettable.
Yeah, there was one part that I kind of liked, and it was when she was like, just a countdown ready to blow.
That's pretty.
That's what I found and picked out that I was like, I enjoy this. But yeah, it was another fine.
And then naturally we get into Naturally, which was the album's second single. It's an electropop song that features a juicy and instantly memorable vocal hook. On the song, Selena's singing about how easily feelings for a lover come to her. Just naturally.
It sounds like a Dance Dance Revolution song.
Yeah, I could hear that. Yeah. People generally liked it. It reached number 29 on the Billboard Hot 100. And apparently, you said it sounds like Dance Dance Revolution. It topped the Hot Dance Club Play chart.
I could have gone to an arcade at the movie theater and probably found this on there. If they allowed song, like, I don't know how the licensing worked, but can you imagine you're going to club to like a 17-year-old? But I mean, I guess 17-year-olds and 15-year-olds do go clubbing.
Yeah, the wild ones. We wouldn't know.
The wild ones. Poor Demi.
We were losers. The song ranked number 84 on About.com's list of top 100 pop songs of 2010.
What? Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
You are thunder and I am the lightning.
Yeah, tell me more what you thought about it. And is there nostalgia, did you say?
Like, maybe a little bit, but I don't remember liking it. Like, it wasn't my cup of tea back then. So, it's nostalgia and then, oh, hey, I remember this. Not like I have, like, a sentimentality towards it, necessarily.
Got it. Okay. The music video. Oh, boy. Gomez described it as it being very different from any other video that she's done.
Really? Because it's just more geometric background graphic lighting.
Well, she seems to think that it has a lot more fierce clothes and a lot of fun colors. The video was heavy on special effects in this video.
But the black and white and then the red.
Yeah, it was a bit much.
I mean,
I feel like it didn't age well.
It didn't age well. Like, it was fun enough for the time, I'd say. Also, her curly kind of retro bob I thought was adorable. Mm-hmm. Some other notable fashion pieces, statement necklaces.
What the that big ass necklace she had?
The golden popcorn necklace?
Yes, what the
I liked her black lace gloves.
Okay, I put the half glove, it's lace. I was cracking up. Like, that was very of the scene then. Especially with Demi doing it a year earlier. Oh,
I want to bring it back. Well, hers weren't lace. Hers were like the red, like, leather hat.
Yes. But just wearing a glove.
Yeah. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Her stunner shades in the dark. Quote unquote club, I guess.
It just, the music video just felt like a mismatch to the song. Like,
we do see the scene in it, though. her
We do.
bandmates, which is fun.
But I mean, like, where was the male lead? Like, where's the story, Selena? I didn't get a story in this music video.
Yeah, that's
Am I
true.
wrong? Like, there should have been
wasn't
a male
a story.
lead.
There was no concept.
It was just her dancing.
There was no
and the
concept.
Band playing.
It was just to like, oh, look cool.
Yeah.
Weak. Yeah. I prefer when they have the concepts. We will get into another video that does have a strong concept.
Mm-hmm. I loved the bang 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 bang.
Oh, I was saying bang bang bang.
No, it's bang 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 bang. I love that part of the song.
I think I like the song more now than I did back then because back then I was like, I just don't like it. Like,
yeah,
this is stupid.
Well,
16.
I had
and now I'm like, this is kind of fun.
I had the opposite reaction. Outside of the bang 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 bang, I said that I could see how the song would be popular back in 2009, but today it's just This overall, it's just
I don't think it aged well.
Okay.
But like,
I see what you're
I
saying.
can enjoy and appreciate it more now because in like a nostalgic way.
Got it.
So it's not sentimental for me, but it is nostalgic. I'm like, oh yeah.
I see. Okay.
I guess this was fun for the time, and I
Yeah.
was just being like a little teen.
Yeah.
Hater. I was just being a little hater.
I mean, rightfully so. It's a horrible song. So we had more Sparks Fly lyrics. Quote, "When we collide, sparks fly." End quote.
Sparks fly.
Like,
it's like electricity.
It's very unoriginal. It's just blah.
Unoriginal is a good descriptor of this album.
Yeah.
But I would say fun.
Unoriginal fun.
Unoriginal fun, yes.
Speaking of, we move into The Way I Loved You. It's the soul ballad on the album, and it's about never loving someone as much as your previous lover. Just no one can compare.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. Sorry, we were like listening to 2005 James Blunt recently.
I got like some country elements to this song. Not heavy, but just a little bit.
I said it was a little Michelle Branchy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. With the acoustic guitar and then the piano.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was just to steal a quote from Chris, a whole giant ball of nothing. This song.
A nothing burger? Is that what they say? They'll love this shout out.
Yeah, they will. What you think of the song?
I enjoyed it for the ballad. It was fine. I wasn't like in love, but I enjoyed it. Did you hate it though?
No, I just thought it was like it's nothing bad where it's like, yo, there's like Vanessa Hudgens identified. You know, like 90% of the songs. Well, I mean, 100% of the songs are so poorly.
I was gonna say identified is embarrassing, frankly.
Yeah.
But like you could
I would scrape that from the streaming sites if I were Vanessa.
Except for sneaker night,
just sneaker night.
Keep sneaker night around. Yeah. The people need it. How else will I remember? How else will I remember to wear comfortable footwear and make sure I've eaten and hydrated
before you dance? Any other thoughts?
More.
No, more is given less.
Please, no more.
Please, no more. It's an electronic rock song.
It's so bad.
Can we talk about the lyric all the way up? 101%
touchdown. What? That sounds like something.
This sounds like Glee.
No, I was gonna say like fucking Glee, like a fish out of water movie where like a robot. Like an android girl is in high school and she has to it's like a decom and she has to attend the high school football game and she doesn't know how to interact with people, so she's just like all the way 100%. 101%. Touchdown.
Wait, it does. Yeah, I hadn't said that I hated a song on the album, but this song I fucking hated.
Wait, let's find the more is more. Is that what it is?
Oh my god, so we watched hold on.
Sorry, my finger wasn't long enough.
Never is. Selena posted on her YouTube channel, like, making of videos, a mini documentary. They were, like, maybe 2 to 3 minute clips. And in one of them, she's recording vocals for More. And we kid you not, it was just, like, 20 straight seconds of her going, more, more, more. But she doesn't do it in the song.
Yes, she does.
It sounds like it's just a vocal effect and not her really. All right, we'll play more.
We gotta find it.
Well, I'm so glad
it was not a touchdown.
It was a fucking fumble on More. It was 0.1% fumble all the way down. Yeah, it was a failed attempt at being Demi Lovato's Party. I'm saying it's copy and paste. It's copy and paste. Demi Lovato's Don't Forget.
Damn.
Shall we move on to more of the same?
I was gonna say, well, do you think you'd like the song better if she were a blonde?
Well, she seems to think that if you're a blonde,
you do have more fun.
And apparently, fat phobia doesn't pertain to you.
Yeah.
Like, what? All right, so this next one is called As a Blonde. Selena is, just trying to be different. What can I do different? What can I change?
I like a little edge and a little pop in my hair, so I wanted to add something different.
But yeah, one of the lyrics is around, like, I'd be ever so enticing, cake, a lot of icing, never have to watch my weight. Like, being a blonde doesn't mean fat phobia doesn't exist, girl.
Right?
Like, what?
Right, I found that very strange.
Yeah.
But I did say, as a teen brunette, I would have eaten this up.
Oh, yeah.
Especially, like, if you gotta think Paris Hilton, all the things in the tabloids. But I enjoyed the pop punk vibes.
Yeah. I don't think it can cover up a lyric like, down a lot of ice cream, never even wipe my face. Just another song I didn't care for. It's just so... Someone on YouTube commented, and this made up for it being a bad song. They said, me listening to this song as I'm dyeing my hair blonde.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. All right. Then we get into I Don't Miss You at All, and that's exactly how I felt after listening to this album.
This was my favorite one. Is this your, least favorite?
Maybe. We'll see.
Oh my god!
So, what you think of it?
This also reminded me of the Veronicas a little bit, maybe.
Interesting. You say that because it was produced by Tony Gabb, okay? And guess what other song he produced? The Veronicas, Untouched.
Damn.
Yeah. And this song kills me. This I Don't Miss You at All kills me. Because I think Untouched, it's stuck in an era, but there's nostalgia to it. And I think it aged somewhat
There
well.
could be nostalgic to this.
No, this did not age well. Sorry.
All right, well, I liked that's the kind of electro pop beat I like, though.
God, that at the beginning just turned me off.
I enjoyed it.
Untouched as you get...
Oh, it's way better.
Like, how you got... So, my theory is, and this sums up I Don't Miss You at All, is that Tony Gabb, the first song he produced was I Don't Miss You at All, and then that got him to the banger Untouched. That's my theory, that he wrote I Don't Miss You at All, and then he got closer to it with Untouched.
Well, I enjoyed it enough. Especially the fade out with the acoustic guitar at the
end. I did write that I liked the acoustic guitar parts. I did write that, but... I don't know. It's like, commit to the bit. Are you acoustic or are you electric? Like, come on.
That's the mantra for the year.
Yes. All right. Speaking of copy and paste, we got Stop and Erase. It's heavy rock. Well, not heavy rock. It's a dominant rock track, and Selena's confronting that mean girl or bully, Miley. Or maybe me after this review.
Yeah,
but...
I was gonna say, I was like, we already established it was manufactured beef.
This I put Stop and Erase the song.
Oh my god! See, I said this sounds like it's trying to be a Kelly Clarkson song. It's a little Since You've Been Gone. Like It's trying to be that. Let's see.
Oh my god, yeah, with the guitars.
So yeah, now you hear it. Not her
I'll take
vocal performance. It's not like Kelly Clarkson, let's be clear. But the like the guitar.
Yeah.
You hear it now?
Here's the thing. Yeah. All right. Next up, I Got You. It's a pop rock song. And it's some sweetness, got some intensity. And I just thought it was all right. I think I was just also getting tired by this point in the album of like, God, this all sounds the same, and it's just so unoriginal.
Well, I think that it had the most unique sound, at least guitar and bass wise, in my opinion.
Okay.
Of some of the other songs, right?
Yeah. After, 12 tracks of like, snore, hate it, we get Tell Me Something I Don't Know. This is my favorite song.
It's pretty fucking good.
I love this song. And it's so silly. It's just funny to think about. Because it was released as the lead single from Another Cinderella Story. So it was initially recorded with that in mind. And they probably just threw this on this album for like the little kids to be like, oh, it was from Another Cinderella Story, Mom. And then they get like the 12 other songs and it's like trash. But
oh my goodness.
I love this song.
Yeah.
And so did America because it peaked at number 58 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was more talk singing.
Yeah. There was a little mini rap.
I think, oh my god, the mini rap.
I
did not enjoy the rap. The insensitive Katrina bar.
Okay. Selena hit the track like Katrina, making waves. And apparently, when this song was released on...
It's only 4 years later, because Katrina was 2005. It's too soon. Too soon.
But the Radio Disney version removed the Hurricane Katrina reference.
Good. What did they replace it with? Do you know, or did you just they just removed that bar?
I think they removed it entirely.
Damn. Video.
Oh.
The concept now relates to Another Cinderella Story.
Yes.
You see it because she's a maid in a huge mansion with the head maid scolding her.
Yep.
So it's like, oh, she's being forced to clean. Cinderella parallels, right? The fashion, she's in like a kind of cute French maid-esque outfit, but with gloves, red Converses.
I know, that was hilarious.
With her dress, baby. That's just me. And the awkward length tights underneath.
I know.
You know the length. Never flattering.
I loved the blazer with the thick vertical black and white stripes.
Yes, and it's a sequin blazer.
And then
a tie with it.
I was about to say, did you see the necktie as well? Little gold necktie. So Avril Lavigne.
So
punk rock.
Avril.
Punk rock.
It's not punk to say you're punk, Morgan.
Fuck.
And then, of course, when the rap verse hits, she goes outside, and the mansion's covered in graffiti. Urban.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And the background dancers and her do the goofiest, like, Disney Channel level choreography, like, in the Macy's Day Parade level.
It's pretty bad.
It was so funny. Oh my god. And then random, like, lyric graphics that do not match any of the other visuals pop up.
Oh, yeah, with, like, I'm ready for it and 1 in a million.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like corny.
Okay, yeah, the song is good. The video is bad.
Yes,
but I will say it's good bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny.
Oh, yeah. There are a lot of funny moments. Especially the dancing. Because I was like, when I saw that, I was like, she's not a fucking dancer?
And there was no point because she was like a rock vibe. Like, bring her out with her band and showing her like singing outside in like the courtyard or whatever. Why does she need to be dancing with these randos? Like it matched nothing.
Yeah. All right, we gotta talk about the album cover. So
yes. Oh, because that was the last song.
Yeah, that was the last song.
Okay, so it ended on a banger.
It did. Yeah, the album cover is a close-up of Gomez with a pink heart made of rhinestones covering her lips. Apparently, the idea for the cover was her idea. That's fine. It just was poorly executed. Like, they removed her lips.
It looks creepy.
So, yeah, it's so like, she looks like a
little doll, like when they paint their lips like that.
Yes. It is so, like, they didn't have to remove her red or, purple colored lips.
Purple?
I don't know. They didn't have to remove her lips.
Red? Brown?
Like,
I don't know.
they removed the saturation from her lips.
Yes,
so it looks like skin. Like, it's
it
so
does look like skin.
creepy.
It looks
so
like
fucking
she's
creepy.
sickly.
Yeah.
They made her look sickly.
It's fucking creepy.
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. It's a little uncanny. Okay, the Uncanny Valley trend, I don't know if you remember that. It was somewhat recent where people were doing their makeup to look Uncanny Valley. Like, it was a makeup trend, and it was so creepy. And that's how they would do it with their lips. Like, that's how they would color things. Yeah.
All right. Well, all in all, my favorite song was Tell Me Something I Don't Know. And my least favorite, it's a tie between, The Way I Loved You and As a Blonde.
Okay.
Those are my least favorite. How about you?
My favorites, I've already told you this. I enjoyed I Don't Miss You at All or Falling Down.
Okay.
But what did we just say? Is right up there.
Tell Me Something I Don't Know.
Tell Me Something I Don't Know. Yeah.
I said overall, the album was a lot of the same. Very meh.
I didn't say my least favorite.
Oh, sorry.
More.
Oh, More was so bad.
I did not enjoy More. It annoyed me. More.
It was so bad.
It's not even the melody. I don't know, because I don't care.
So overall, the album was a lot of the same. Very meh. Again, let me repeat this, that the best song I liked on the album wasn't even meant for the album. It was a repeat from something she released earlier. Maybe this album was better in the context of 2009, but yeah. The main theme here is that Selena's debut album is like a copy and paste version of Demi's debut album. It
falls short.
It fell short. It was very unoriginal, and I was expecting more, considering how big of a considering how big of a star she is today.
Yeah, and she has a lot of like hits.
Yeah. All right, so this can't be the last we hear from Selena. So after this comes out, tell us what's going on.
So 2009, the same year, she and then BFF Demi Lovato star in Princess Protection Program.
I gotta watch that.
Mm-hmm. It's not good. So no, you don't need to watch it, but I did watch it. Selena Gomez and The Scene released 3 studio albums, 2009 and 2011, so she just got right back on it. It was a short span of time.
Mm-hmm.
And then she went solo and released 3 more albums, and we'll eventually talk about these.
Yeah, and even most recently, she put a single out.
Is it I don't think it's the one I'm thinking of, because she put out in 2021 a Spanish language EP, Revelación.
Oh.
And that earned her career's first Grammy Award nomination.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And I also forgot, we've probably seen the ads for Hulu. Only Murders in the...
Yeah.
In the house. What is it called? Only Murders in the Building?
Yeah, something like that.
Mystery comedy drama with Steve Martin and Martin Short. So that's cool. And it started in 2021 and it's still going strong. So
yes, and
good for her.
And like Paige said, we're going to review all the other albums that Selena has, and she's even making music as current as today. A few weeks ago, she released Love On.
Oh, I'll have to take a listen. Shall we dive into the grinding gears of the machine?
Yes.
Disney stars, it's hard to come out on top and not be fucked up. Raven-Symoné did pretty well, right? Like, she wasn't in and out of rehab and had to deal with all this trauma, but Selena, unfortunately, did. It wasn't as bad as some people's, but she said she didn't feel ashamed of it, right? I'm not ashamed of my past. It's just that I've worked so hard to find my own way, and I don't want to be who I was. I want to be who I am.
Oh, wait.
And she wasn't allowed to speak freely like her during those years.
Wait, yeah.
Another thing that other Disney stars or former Disney stars talked about is the pressure of being a role model at such a young age, and you're just figuring yourself out. And do you remember Spring Breakers?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a super controversial film, and it was 2013, and she was only 20 when she ditched her Disney roots and did that film where they're like in bikinis and like sucking on guns. Yep. So parents were like outraged. But Selena apparently said it was liberating, and it was the first movie she shot by herself without her mom coming. She says, "Now I think being the best role model is being honest, even with the ugly and complicated parts of yourself." These complicated parts talked about how she was in and out of rehab. It was because of an addiction, but not to alcohol or drugs. In her early 20s, when she had these stints in and out, as soon as I became the most followed person on Instagram, I sort of freaked out. It had become so consuming to me. It's what I woke up to and what I went to sleep to. I was an addict, and it felt like I was seeing things I didn't want to see, like was putting things in my head that I didn't want to care about. I always end up feeling like shit when I look at Instagram, which is why I'm kind of under the radar, ghosting it a bit. And she had all these self-esteem issues that she had to work on. And turns out, I think it was in 2018, she like was battling a psychosis, and when she finally came out, she was diagnosed with bipolar disorder.
Holy shit!
She actually, back to the Miley
I
thing.
only knew about the lupus. I didn't know she had bipolar.
Miley and her had a interview, like a remote interview, it looked like, and she was talking about it, about being bipolar. So she's very open about it now.
Damn.
And
we love a mentally ill queen.
We do.
On this
and
podcast.
she's been undergoing dialectical behavior therapy.
Yay!
DBT, I know a little something about that. 10 years. 10 years on DBT.
Oh, wow. I never knew that.
And what made it worse, social media combined with paparazzi culture. And you got to think of who she was dating. Nick Jonas, then Justin Bieber, because in 2009, Justin Bieber's manager and her manager introduced them.
Yeah.
And there's the kiss and tell in her music career launching. Oh my God, the paparazzi were all over her. She said, "I remember just feeling really violated when I was younger, even just being on the beach. I was maybe 15 or 16 and people were taking pictures.
Oh, God.
The photographers, it felt weird because I was a young girl and they were grown men. I didn't like that feeling.
God. Yeah.
Awful. So creepy."
Well, I'll be curious to hear more of how Selena's career in music unfolds as we go through her albums. But before all that, we have to give our final goodbyes to Kiss and Tell. And so, Paige...
Our final goodbyes, like we're pushing it out to sea and shooting a flaming arrow into the corpse. Farewell.
So please let the audience know of the new parameters of how we'll end each episode.
I want to know, because we're trying to be a little less chaotic at the end here. But we'll see. Nothing can hold me back from
chaotic
chaos.
endings. Because it leaves people wanting more. They're like, wait, it ended? Yeah, it did.
Would you rate the album meh, euphonic, or iconic? And some things to consider. The nostalgia factor. Are they the blueprint or trailblazers of anything? And did it like set their career on the trajectory it needed to go to break the mold, as we say? And how were they marketed? How did the marketing affect things in their career? So again, just stuff to think about. So meh is more flops than bops. Euphonic, more bops than flops. And if it's iconic, like undeniably impressive.
I mean,
nostalgic.
The thing is, when Kiss and Tell came out in 2009, it was probably euphonic, right? But today, if we're talking about longevity do you have a classic, song? I'm giving it a meh.
A meh.
I'm giving it a meh.
I would say Euphonic. I think it had more bops and flops, and I'm saying that because I do have some nostalgia with them, and clearly I enjoyed it more than you did.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously not as iconic as a Demi or a Miley album.
Right.
The reboot is coming out. We mentioned that it was announced, but it's going to star David Henry as a dad with Wizards, and Alex Russo, aka Selena, will be making an appearance in the pilot, and she's producing it. She's one of the producers. So that's what we can see next from Selena.
Okay.
All right.
I'm Morgan.
I'm Paige. Thanks for listening, friends. You can find our favorite songs from each episode on our Manufactured Bops playlist on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple Music. And if you could be so kind, pretty please, leave a review. See ya.
Bye.